live on Twitch, live on Talk Interference, live on Game Changer. What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Well, another fantastic week. Let me pop this on real quick. Let me get this going. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Talking Interference Sports. I'm Nick.
I'm Eric.
And this is what, episode 39 now. Yeah, I just had to wear all my blue stuff for all those Boston fans out there. Let's go. Let's go. Vladdy, number 91. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Blues. All right. Just wanted to put it on for a second. It's hot. It's too hot for that.
Way too hot for that.
All right. So, again, I'm Nick. This is Eric. We're talking Interference Sports. It's episode 39. We have an Instagram, we have a Facebook, a Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. We're live on Twitch right now. Check it out. Rictorshoue, Rictorshoue. And Game Changer Sports Network also has a Facebook. If you're not watching over here, we're live over there as well. So go check out Game Changer Sports Network on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. They have all the platforms. So do we. Shout out Jeff's Basement, Seattle area podcast, and Tabby's Coffee. If you're in the Everett area and you're going to get some coffee, go to Tabby's Coffee. Tell her Talk Interference Sports sent you, and she'll treat you very nicely. It's been a long way since Boston has won any kind of a championship. A long way.
Yeah, it's been kind of a drought for them.
I know. It's too bad that they're not going to win another one this year. Go Blues. Go Blues. All right. It is May 23rd. And in 1948, Joe DiMaggio hit 3 consecutive home runs. Impressive? Not impressive?
Joe DiMaggio's a bum.
Oh my gosh, this guy with the Joe DiMaggio's a bum thing. Stop it. Such a hater. Also, funny Tuca is a damn brick wall. I mean, I heard he was made of Swiss cheese. Autumn holes. Zynga. Also on this date 20 years ago, I shared it on our Facebook. Owen Hart, I believe it was Owen Hart, or was it? Hold on one second. Now I sound like an idiot. How was your week? Tell me about your week real quick.
Man, my week was all right.
All right?
Yeah.
Just all right? What'd you do?
I didn't really do too much.
So that would explain why it was all right.
Yeah, I just went to work all week, so.
I shared it on our page. So it was 20 years ago today that it's a wrestler. He died in Kansas City. Yeah, Owen Hart. May 23rd, 1999. Owen Hart, WWE wrestler, fell to his death from the Kemper Arena rafters in Kansas City. So, no. It's not good to share that information, but, pour one out for the homie.
I should have got a 40 today.
All right, so stuff in sports this week. Did you see anything cool?
Well, other than the Mariners continuing to be bad.
Oh, so bad. Yo, they went 13-2, and now they've gone
11-20
I
or
think
something.
10-26.
Yeah, it's been bad.
So bad. What happened?
Well, Jerry DiPoto told us
This was a rebuild year.
Rebuild year. Told you guys to enjoy it while we had it.
Yeah. I hyped myself up a little bit more than I should have, but if you have the capability of doing that, you have the capability of doing it again. They made so many roster moves yesterday. Like Shed Long's up in playing for the Mariners now.
Well, yeah, and that's the other thing though too is that they also, I don't know off the top of my head exactly how many people are hurt on the Mariners right now, but it's a lot.
D. Gordon and Ryan Healy hit the 10-day DL list.
Yeah, so I mean, neither one of those things are going to help them
No.
at all.
D. Gordon needs to stay healthy for them to be even remotely contending. The guy needs to be, yeah. So
I mean, I don't even think that. I mean, no one really thought they were going to be, fighting for even a wild card position this year anyway.
And we've talked about it, but I got hyped up. I was like, oh dang, maybe this is a little bit better than what was anticipated.
I mean, you will enjoy it, but
yeah, but
it's
we've gotten back down to reality.
Yeah, I mean, you knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, no, most definitely. But I didn't think it was going to be this bad after the start that they had. Did you see that? After a 13-2 start, you saw them coming out getting swept by the Rangers and
I didn't see the. Well, no, I didn't see that, but I didn't see the Rangers being that good. What they're second now behind.
The Mariners are dead last right now.
Yeah.
They were in first for a hot minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but even now they're still only 4.5 games back, I think.
They're 11.5 games back
from first.
From first,
but not from if
last?
The season ended a wild card position.
Oh, okay, all right. Well,
but
is it because the AL West is a strong division this year?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? I think that the Mariners just stink.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a couple people on your team that have as many errors as some teams do.
Yeah, so that was another thing I wanted to bring up is how is it that the Mariners defense is so bad that they're like on pace to set a record for most errors in the season? That's quite the turnaround from where they were at last year. I mean, we got rid of half of our players.
Yeah, I was going to say, look at how many first or second year players they have in starting positions.
But how many of those guys? Yeah, that's true. All right. I don't think a lot of those guys that are on the team right now have a lot of. It's like there's no reason for what's his name, Edwin Encarnacion. He's not a fielder, man. Like they're putting guys in positions that they don't need to be. Devin says, and the Sox are back in reality as well. The Mets went 13-2 last year and ended up 30 games under 500. The Mariners won't win until Nintendo America. Jeez, I won't finish that one.
Yeah, that was rough. You can read that on your own.
You can come on the show and say it yourself. Yeah, so the Mariners defense is horrible, and it is costing them. They lead the league in most double-digit losses, or the most games where the opposing team has scored double digits.
Yeah, they either win by 10 or they lose by
like
12.
15. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Insanity.
What was it game when they played the Red Sox? It was like 15-1 or something like that.
I went to the game last Saturday for the bobblehead, whatever promotion night, and I ended up leaving like in the 4th inning because I decided it would be nice to go hang out in Seattle instead of watching the Mariners get demolished. Saw a grand slam get hit by the other team, and I was like, see ya.
So you're saying I didn't miss much?
No, you did not. No, you did not. Still had a good time, though. I always like going out to the stadium and hanging out, but I don't want to sit there for 9 innings and just watch them lose 15-2.
Yeah.
But, Jesse. Hey, what's going on, Jesse? What's going on? So, yeah. You got any other baseball news?
Nah, not really.
Not really. Do you want to go over some standings real quick, or?
Sure, why not?
All right, we'll just go ahead and go over the people who are leading in first place in all of the divisions, and we'll move on from baseball. We'll go back to baseball when we talk about our top top 3 in outfield and catchers and pitchers. But we'll go ahead and move on from baseball here. The Yankees are in first in the East. Boston's what? Third, but how many games? They're 5.5 games back. That's still within reach. Okay. Minnesota is in lead of the Central. Houston's in lead of the West. In the NL, Philadelphia is in lead of the East. I saw that coming, man. Look at that. They're going to start pouring it on, dude. Watch this. Philadelphia is going to kill it this year. Chicago Cubs are in the lead of the Central. Milwaukee, what happened? And the Dodgers still standing strong in the West. They don't really have much competition in there.
No. No, they don't.
So, like San Diego's the next closest. Like, come on. Arizona's on a 5-game lose streak. Like, come on, man. And they're in third.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Who knows?
Well, so the Toronto Raptors tied it up, and they are currently playing the Milwaukee Bucks. The Mariners are like Eric's career choices. Oh, geez, man. This guy out here trolling all the time. I like it, though. Shout out Jeff's Basement.
I'm not going to say that. You get no support for me, Jeff.
The
Toronto friends.
The Toronto Raptors and the Milwaukee Bucks are playing right now. The Bucks are up 18-9, and basically anybody who's the home team has come out on top of this series. It's tied 2-2 right now, and this favors the Bucks. But I feel like on this homestand between today and tomorrow, or next game, not tomorrow, but between this homestand of the two teams, the Bucks have all the pressure right now. Toronto just came off of a pretty good game with them, so if they win on the road, we'll be looking at Nick has been wearing that jersey for 6.5 years. I've only had it for like.
You just got it.
Yeah, it's all good though.
Your timeline is messed up.
It's all good. But I feel like the Bucks have all the pressure right now, and the Bucks. Yeah, that's true. I don't have any other clothes. The Bucks have all the pressure right now, and if Toronto gets a win, they could end up pulling it off. I could see it, but Golden State ended up sweeping the Blazers. So,
I mean, is that really surprising?
Well, I thought the Blazers might get a game or two, maybe a game or two, but
I didn't.
Thought it was possible.
Nah.
Well, all right.
Team's garbage.
Haters
garbage.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah, that's what I do.
The Stanley Cup Finals are set. It is the St. Louis Blues versus the Boston Bruins. I feel like the Boston Bruins fans out there are not giving the St. Louis Blues the credit that they deserve. Everybody that I've talked to who's a Boston fan is just like, oh, they're gonna smack them. They don't even deserve to be in the same ice rink as them. Like
they literally worked themselves up from dead last.
Yeah, like
so
they were in last place in January, and here we are in the finals. And I say that the Blues are gonna win 7. That's where I'm at. Who you taking?
Well, I know you're taking the Blues, so I'm going to take the Bruins.
I hate you. Why do you have to root against me, man?
Because I think it's funny.
All right, moving on. MLR, I got a standings. Do you want to go over the fact that did you watch this game at all?
No, I didn't.
I didn't either, but I saw it got uploaded to YouTube today, so I might check it out.
Jesus.
Seattle put the work on Glendale, 53-36.
Glendale put a hell of a fight then, too.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Put the work down, though. The standings as it is on MLR is San Diego in first, NOLA in second. The Seawolves jumped up to third. New York Rugby fourth. Toronto Arrows 5. Glendale 6. Utah Warriors 7. Houston Sabercats 8. And Austin 9 still. Has Houston won a game yet? They still haven't won a game.
No.
You guys got 2 games left in the season. I'm rooting for you to get one. Come on, Austin. Get one. I believe in you
I don't
guys.
think it's gonna happen.
I believe in you guys. I trust that you can do it.
I think that team's just going through too much.
How many
Right
games
now?
back are the Mariners? The Mariners are way, way back. And Andy says
From what, first place, wild card?
from first place, I think. They're
Oh, I think
11
11
games,
games,
something
yeah.
like that. Andy says, love the Tarasenko jersey. Thanks. Appreciate it, because St. Louis shouldn't be a city. Kevin's out here hating. January 3rd, last place. Now in the Stanley Cup Finals. I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. Everybody's out here hating. It's all good, though. The only news that I have in football is Sue got signed with the Bucks, and Sue needed to get signed with the Bucks. This pairing of the two teams, or the two parts of this contract, Sue needed a job, and the Bucks needed Sue. After Jason Pierre-Paul got into his car accident, they're definitely looking to replace him, and boom, they got it. Sue signs a 1-year deal with them, so that's cool. What's going on, D? So Dominic and Sue with the Bucks. Why is it called the Stanley Cup? Dude, you got Google, man. Come on. He's out here trolling me all day. All day, man.
Because Stanley Steamer sponsors it.
Well, Stanley actually used to drink from it, and then when he died, he donated it to the NHL. And when he got it, they were just like, let's just start writing names on the bottom of it with little placards. And then there you go.
At first you had me, and then I was like, no, that
not
can't
it.
be correct.
Just Google it. Just Google it. So, I don't have anything else. I feel like I hit pretty much all of whatever we need to hit on. I want to get into our best outfielders conversation.
Best outfielders. Okay, then I will skip pitchers.
Oh, why don't you do the pitchers first?
Well, I mean, if you don't have anything to contribute.
I don't have. I didn't. I thought we were gonna do pitchers later, but
no. Well, I can save it.
okay. Well, if
we
you
can
want
do
to
it
say
at the end.
Lord Stanley.
So to start left field.
Okay. Tell me what you got in third and left field.
Third and left field, I got Manny Ramirez. Played for the Indians, Red Sox, Dodgers, White Sox, and the Rays. 12 All-Star appearances, a World Series MVP, and 9-time Silver Slugger, and 2-time Hank Aaron Award winner.
Come on, man. Okay. All right. What sold you on him as the third best for you?
Well, I took a little different approach this time around, and I tried to find people that were more in the time frame of something that we would have actually seen. So I do have some older players, but for the most part, I tried to stay a little bit more current. And
okay, all right, I like that.
I remember
respect
watching
that.
him on the Red Sox, and I just liked him, so he was my third.
Okay, all right.
Don't worry, I got a bunch of Mariners in there too. Well, not a bunch, but a couple.
Okay, all right. Well, left field, I got Ricky Henderson for third.
Okay.
I put Ricky Henderson for third. His batting average wasn't so hot, but it was 279. Did you write down any of that?
I didn't write
Okay,
down
the stats.
batting
Okay,
average.
so
I just
from
tried
what
to
I
look
got
at
on
fielding.
Manny Ramirez is his batting average was 312. The hits for Ricky were 3,055, and for Manny were 2,574. Home runs, Manny beats him 555 to 297. And then runs batted in, I have 1,115, where Manny has 1,831. But I also have Ricky Henderson as his stolen bases were at 1,406.
Jesus.
1,406. He had a 10-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champion. He was an AL MVP, an ALCS MVP, a Golden Glove, 3-time Silver Slugger versus Manny's 9. Hank Aaron Award for him, huh? Okay.
Yeah, 2 of them.
All right. Okay, well, Ricky Henderson was a 12-time AL stolen base leader. The Oakland Athletics retired his number, and he is in the Athletics Hall of Fame. MLB records, most career stolen bases, most career runs. He had 81 career leadoff home runs and 130 stolen bases in a single season.
Manny being Manny.
Stop it. Who would have thought Nick would end up doing his homework after all? Hey, look at that. That's right. I also have Ricky Henderson as a 94.8 first-round ballot. So that's why I put Ricky Henderson in my 3rd slot.
I like that.
Ricky Henderson, my 3rd. Who is your 2nd?
I am going to struggle with his name. It's Carl Yatskinsky.
Yevskinski? Okay.
Yeah. So he played for the Red Sox. He's an 18-time All-Star. Won a Triple Crown, 7 Golden Gloves. He's the Red Sox all-time RBI leader and 3rd most home runs for the Red Sox behind Ted Williams and David Ortiz. And he was an AL MVP as well.
Okay.
So the solo for me on him was 7 Gold Gloves.
7 Gold Gloves?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I put Stan Musial as my 2nd. I'm not saying Barry Bonds, dude. Stop. Barry Bonds is not on my list. I refuse to put Barry Bonds on my list, man.
We'll see. We'll see if Barry Bonds makes an appearance.
Oh my God! Did you put him number 1?
Barry Bonds is number 1.
Oh my God, bro! Stan Musial. Okay, I get the Stan Musial mostly played first, but I put him there because he was a left fielder for a bit, and I had to put Stan on my top list somewhere. So here he lands. He had an MLB hitting average of 331. His hits were 3,630, and he had 475 home runs. Okay? He had 1,951 run batted in, and he played his whole career in St. Louis. He had 24 All-Star appearances, 3 World Champions, 3 National League MVPs, 7 National League batting championships, 2 RBI leaders. The St. Louis Cardinals also retired his number. He's in the St. Louis Cardinals Hall of Fame, and he hit a first-round ballot of 93.2 to get in the Hall of Fame. He was also in World War II in the Navy.
Man, this guy. Oh my God. I can't believe you just did that.
Did what?
Man, I know what your number 1 is. And you were just giving me crap about this last week.
Yo.
Bro. No.
It's not. Yeah,
No.
It is.
Dude, bro, lick my booty.
That
That is garbage.
How is
Get
that
out.
garbage? Tell me why that's garbage.
He's a goddamn hitter. That's it.
What does that have to do with anything?
Oh, I was going to put him as my number one just to piss you off.
Well, I picked him.
God damn it.
And you look like an idiot for putting Barry Bonds as your
No,
number
I
one.
don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Because Ted Williams never won a Gold Glove.
So what? Barry Bonds never won. Barry Bonds never won a Golden Glove after he started getting bigger.
Ted Williams said out loud, all he wanted to do was when he walked down the street, people go, there goes the best hitter ever.
Joe.
I have nothing but love for Ted Williams, but he is not the best left fielder. I'm sorry.
I got him as my
God
number
damn
one.
it.
You get mad, bro. Get mad. That's
No,
my list.
I'm just mad because
my
I didn't
list.
put him because I was just like, no, I want to take this seriously here.
What? Yeah, and you put Barry Bonds as your number one?
He is 8
Oh
Gold
my
Gloves.
God, stop it.
Man.
Okay,
No.
tell me why Barry Bonds is your number one. Please, let me know. Oh my God.
7 MVPs, 14-time All-Star, 8 Gold Gloves, 12 Silver Sluggers.
Stop, man. Come on.
I don't care.
All right.
F it. Barry
Okay.
Bonds.
Oh my God.
You gave me shit for picking David Ortiz as
I
my
did. Joe,
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it.
No,
Bro.
no,
Yes.
no, it's not. How is it? How is it the same thing?
Man. No.
Give me a. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Dude.
No, because you can't talk about it. Ted Williams is the best left fielder.
If we're talking batting, absolutely. I'll tell you 100%. But if you're talking fielding ability, that's not Ted Williams.
So you're going to tell me Barry Bonds.
Ted Williams, as a manager, got so frustrated with trying to work on fielding that he just commonly said, fuck it, we're hitting.
Oh, God. All right. Okay. Hey.
That's what he wanted as a player and as a manager.
I'm putting Ted Williams as my one.
Actually, I respect that.
I'm putting Ted Williams, man. Let's look at the numbers. Let's look at the numbers. I gotta look up Barry Bonds real quick. That's cool, man.
Oh, man.
14-time All-Star. Excuse me. Excuse me. All right. Barry Bonds hit a 298. Ted Williams hit a 344.
Oh.
Ted Williams had 2,654 hits. Barry Bonds had 2,935. He had more hits. Okay. Stolen bases. I don't have that for Ted Williams, but Barry Bonds is so low that it's not really probably any comparable. Runs batted in 1,996 for Barry, 1,831 for Ted. Well, okay. On base percentage, I'm not going to look at that. I don't really care about that. Career highlights: 19 All-Stars versus Barry's 14. 7-time MVP versus Ted's 2. 2-time Triple Crown for Ted. No Triple Crowns for Barry. 8-time Gold Glove. None for Ted. 12-time Silver Slugger. No Silver Slugger for.
I don't think they had that then.
It might not have been an award then. 3-time Hank Aaron Award. Definitely not around the time that Ted Williams was playing. 4-time AL leader in home runs. 2-time AL leader for Barry Bonds. Ooh. NL batting champion twice for Barry. 6 times for Ted.
Well, there's also a reason he's the last person to post a 400 batting average.
All right.
in a season.
Oh.
I mean, Ted Williams, that is.
Barry Bonds also has a bronze medal for Cuba in baseball. Okay, in the 1984 World Series, Amateur World Series, he got it representing United States in Cuba, bronze medal. Barry Bonds is not in the Hall of Fame. Ted Williams is.
I don't think he can be, can he?
He had a ballot last year. He didn't get accepted. Yeah.
Oh. Well, I think with all the PED things, I don't know. That might be kind of a tough call for people to.
Kind of tarnishes it for me.
Yeah.
And
I agree with that.
Ted Williams also served in World War II.
And Korea.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he never actually deployed during World War II. The war ended before he got his orders to go to the Pacific.
Okay.
But he actually did deploy to Korea, and he was a fighter pilot, and he actually flew missions with John Glenn.
Okay.
Hold on. But it was either John Glenn or Buzz Aldrin, a famous astronaut. So.
All right.
Actually, Sean, that's not true.
All of the trolling over there. So notable records though for Barry Bonds is 762 home runs for a career, 73 home runs in a single season, 2,558 career base on balls, and 232 base on balls in a season. He got walked 232 times in a season.
Yeah, I don't think I wrote it down, but I think he actually set a record for that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because that actually happened. He got walked every at bat like 2 games in a row or something like that. Like it was something crazy. I forget exactly what it was, but
that's insane. I could see why your argument for him being number 1 is.
And I could see your taking the PED issue out of it and just looking at
as a baseball player.
And if you're looking at hitting,
I can respect it. But I don't like it.
You think I'm happy about writing it down?
Okay.
But I mean, the man won 8 Gold Gloves. So.
I see it.
And if we're talking batting, yeah, that's actually true too, Devin. He was one hell of a fly fisherman.
Ted Williams was one hell of a fly fisherman. Most steroids done in a single day. Most walks of all time. It's true. Except for the steroids thing.
Yeah, I mean,
that's allegedly.
I would have happily put Ted Williams on there, but.
Okay.
If we were talking best batters, by far the number 1, in my opinion.
Let's move on to center field.
All right.
In my number 3, I have Ty Cobb. He had a batting average of .367 for his career, 4,191 hits. He had 117 home runs and 1,938 runs batted in with a pretty nice 892 stolen bases. Let's see. He had an AL MVP, a Triple Crown, 12-time batting champion, AL home run leader 1 time, 4-time RBI leader, 6-time stolen base leader, and an MLB record for a career of 367 for batting. He got a first-round ballot for Hall of Fame with a 98.2, and he served in the Army in World War I. Ty Cobb, number 3.
Okay. I like that. I put Mickey Mantle.
Okay.
He was a 20-time All-Star, 3-time AL MVP. He won a Triple Crown, a Gold Glove, only 1 AL batting championship, and he was a 4-time AL home run leader, and 1 season he was an AL RBI leader. But his career also got – no, never mind. That was somebody else. Just kidding.
Okay. Is that where you're at? You Mickey Mantle?
Yeah, I'm sticking with Mickey Mantle.
I like that. Okay. I
I like Ty Cobb, but it was right. I don't know why exactly I chose
like it.
Mickey Mantle
I'm not
over
gonna
Ty Cobb.
I'm not gonna dispute that.
I think it was probably because I remember when Mickey Mantle died,
Okay.
and I was just like, okay.
I put Ken the Griffey Kid Jr. as my number 2.
So did I.
On January 6, 2016, Griffey was elected in the Baseball Hall of Fame, receiving a 99.32% of the vote, breaking Tom Seaver's 98.84% in '92. That was a big swing for me, getting him second. His batting average was 284. His hits were 2,781. He had 630 home runs, and he had 1,836 runs batted in.
And 10 Gold Gloves, 13-time All-Star, NL MVP,
7 Silver
Slugger,
Sluggers, NL Player Comeback of the Year,
and a
4-time AL
home
run leader. He was also an RBI home run leader or RBI leader as well.
Yeah.
And the Seattle Mariners retired his number. He's in the Seattle Mariners Hall of Fame, the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame, and he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2016. First round ballot, almost 100%.
Yeah.
Who you got as 1?
Willie Mays.
Do you really?
Yep.
So do I. At least we can agree on the center fielders there. Go ahead, talk Willie Mays up.
All right, Willie Mays. So he played for the Giants and the Mets and the Birmingham Black Barons, which is a Negro League team.
Yep.
24-time All-Star, 2-time NL MVP, Rookie of the Year, 12 Gold Gloves, NL batting champion, 4-time NL home run leader, and 4-time NL stolen base leader.
Yep, I had that as well. And what really sold me on him being 1 was the fact that he had the home run leader 4 times, the stolen base leader 4 times, and the 12 Golden Gloves.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Golden Gloves really, like, when I saw that, I was like, come on. Like, the guy can hit. The guy can play defense really well. And he made MVP twice. Like, that's why I put him number 1.
Absolutely. I agree 100% with all of that.
The Giants retired his number, and he was a first-round ballot of 94%. Who you got in right field?
In right field, number 3 goes to Frank Robinson.
Okay.
So he played for the Reds, the Orioles, the Dodgers, the Angels, and the Indians. He was a 12-time All-Star, NL MVP, AL MVP, World Series MVP, won a Triple Crown, Rookie of the Year, a Gold Glove, and 3 different teams retired his number.
That's impressive. I like that. Okay.
And he might have gone a little bit higher, but a lot of his career, he was also the first African-American player manager, and
okay,
a lot of his career spent as a manager too, and he was also manager of the year and a couple other awards for being a manager.
Okay, I like that. So we're talking right field.
Yeah.
And I hope we have the debate on this. Okay, I hope we do. But my number not this one, but my number 3 is Hank Aaron. Do you got Hank Aaron at all on your list?
I do not.
Do not. Hank Aaron was number 3 for me. He batted a .305. He had 3,771 hits with 755 home runs and 2,297 runs batted in. Played for a privy of teams, but he was a 25-time All-Star. He was a World Series champion an NL MVP, 3-time Gold Glove, 2-time batting champion, 4-time home run leader, 4-time RBI leader. The Braves, the Brewers, both retired his number. He's in the Braves and the Braves Hall of Fame, and he's in the Milwaukee Park Hall of Fame. He had a career record of 2,297 career runs batted in, and in a career total bases of 6,857, and then a record for extra bases for his career at 1,477. He was also inducted into the Hall of Fame in '82 with a first-round ballot of 97%. Hank Aaron, my number 3.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Who do you got 2?
I got Ichiro.
You got Ichiro as your 2?
Yep.
All right. This is great because I have Ichiro as my 1.
All right.
Who do you have as your 1?
Well, let's work through number 2 first, because I think there might be a discussion here.
Okay.
So Ichiro, yeah, obviously played for the Mariners, Yankees, and the Marlins. 10-time All-Star, AL Rookie of the Year, 10 Gold Gloves, AL MVP, 3 Silver Sluggers, 2 AL Batting Championships, or whatever, winner, and AL Stolen Base Leader in 2001.
Okay. I also counted all of his Japanese stats.
Oh, did you? I only
did.
looked at MLB.
Nope. I counted all of his Japanese stats. That's why you have Babe Ruth 1 and I have Ichiro 2 or 1.
I do not have Babe.
Who do you have as 1?
I have Roberto Clemente.
Clemente?
Clemente, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so Babe Ruth didn't even hit your top 3.
Nope.
Okay. I have Babe Ruth as my 2, batting at a 342, 2,873 hits, and 741 home runs with runs batted in 2,213. I don't care about his pitching, but I put the stats on there, but I don't care about it. He had 2-time All-Star, 7-time World Series champion, AL MVP, AL batting champion, 12-time home run leader, 6-time RBI leader, and he was an AL REA leader at one point. The Yankees retired his number, and he hit a first-round ballot of Hall of Fame at 95%. The reason why I put Ichiro at 1 is because I included all of his stats from Japan.
Ah, okay. Then I would, yeah.
I included all of his stats. He also has 2 gold medals in World Baseball Classics. So if I go over this and I look at his career totals, he averaged above 300. I didn't want to do the math, but it's above 300. He had a total hits of 4,367. 235 home runs, 1,309 runs batted in, and 708 stolen bases. Now, his accolades are why I put him there. His accolades, his awards. So just sticking with the MLB, he was a 10-time All-Star. He was a once MVP. He got Rookie of the Year, 10-time Gold Glove, 3-time Silver Slugger, 2-time AL batting champion, and a 1-time AL stolen base leader. He set an MLB record for 262 hits in a single season. So that's impressive on its own. Now let's go over and look at what he did in Japan.
Okay.
What he did in Japan, he batted a 353. He had 1,278 hits, 118 home runs, 529 runs batted in, 199 stolen bases. So you clump that all together. The numbers just look nicer to me. But his accolades here are in Japan, he was a 7-time All-Star. So 7 10-time All-Star and a 10-time All-Star in the MLB. That's 17 All-Stars. He was a Japanese World Series champion. It's not called the World Series, but he won a championship in Japan. He's a 3-time Pacific League MVP, 7-time Gold Glove. So that 7 times plus his 17 Gold Gloves. 17 Gold Gloves. He was a Best 9 award winner 7 times. And in Japan, they give you an award for the Best 9, allocating for each position who was the best in each position.
Oh, okay.
And he won 7 times.
Damn.
The Matsutaro Sikukari Award is an award presented to a person, a player, or a manager who greatly contributed to the development of professional baseball. A gold medal and a prize of 5 million yen are awarded to the recipient. The prize money is provided by their television broadcast system. He won that 3 times.
Damn.
Over everybody else in the league. 3 times he won that. That's how impressive his accolades for in Japan and in America were. That's why Ichiro is my number 1, and the Gold Gloves speak for it.
I only looked at the MLB, and that's why was
2
my
for
number
you?
2.
Yeah.
And why Clemente was number 1, because I also was looking at Gold Gloves, and he has 12.
Okay. All right. Well, I put Ichiro 1 just because I put all of because I'm looking at him as a player. Because we talk about the Negro Leagues, and I was like, why don't we talk about?
Yeah, that actually, now that you say that,
why don't we talk about?
It totally makes sense.
Why don't we include the Japanese accolades as well?
If I had, I would easily flip flop those 2.
Okay. All right. So, it is what it is. That's where I'm at. Ichiro 1, and I'm glad you agree with that because I thought we were going to debate on it for a minute. But
no, I thought we were going to debate on me putting him at 2.
But we talk about other players' contribution in the Negro Leagues. Why wouldn't we talk about the accommodations for people in Japan?
I just didn't think about it.
Right.
So I just...
No, it makes sense. And that was completely what I was going to bring up when we talked about it. And if you hadn't have agreed with me, I would have been like, well, why does one get included but not the other? So
no, I just didn't think about it when I was looking it up.
Yeah.
And then, now I'm like, well, yeah, why not?
Right.
Totally agree.
I mean, you think about it, dude. Like, we've been talking about the best baseball players for 2 weeks now in each position, and nobody even comes close to having 17 Gold Gloves.
No.
17 Gold Gloves.
That's the only person that came somewhat close was... I'm going to find it. Just stick with me.
It's okay. Take your time. I mean, even when he came over and from Japan, he got Rookie of the Year and MVP in the same season.
Right, all in 2001.
Yeah. Like, come on, man. Like, that's like, if that doesn't scream like this guy is one of the best, if not the best, then I don't know. Yeah, Devin, let me know your pictures, man.
Brooks Robinson, third base.
Brooks Robinson. How many?
16 consecutive
16
Gold Gloves.
Okay, that's right. I remember us talking about that.
Yeah. So, I still won more than that guy. But
he did it.
Brooks Robinson did it year after year.
Well, so. I don't know the years that he won the Gold Gloves. So the Gold Gloves he won were from 1994 to 2000 in Japan.
Okay.
And then the Gold Gloves were from 2001 to 2010. So there's 17 consistent years.
There you go.
Yeah. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah. So I remember Ichiro's 1.
Yeah.
So I got it.
I will concede my number 1 and flip-flop the 2. So
I'm surprised you didn't have Babe Ruth on there, but I think you're just a stickler because you're a Boston fan.
Well, but I'm not really because, he played for Boston too. Okay. And he is also in the Boston Hall of Fame, so.
Okay.
If they can look past it,
that.
so can I.
All right. Well,
When I thought of Babe Ruth, I thought of same thing with Ted Williams. I thought of Babe Ruth hitting,
right.
not
And not fielding.
not fielding, not pitching. Babe Ruth hitting.
Okay. All right.
And that's why I didn't put him on the list.
Okay.
And that's the same reason why I ended up not putting Ted Williams on the list.
Fair enough. Okay. So, do you want to do pitchers?
Sure.
If you talk your 3 pitchers, I'll talk my 3 catchers.
Okay.
And then we'll move on to something else next week.
All right. So, number 3, I got Pedro Martinez.
Okay.
He played for the Dodgers, the Red Sox, the Mets, and the Phillies. An 8-time All-Star, a 3-time Cy Young winner. He won a Triple Crown. There was something else to that I can't remember. So, 5-time ERA leader, 3-time AL strikeout leader, and from 2002 to 2006, he held the highest career winning percentage.
Damn, that's impressive. Okay.
He finished his career with 219 wins and 100 losses, which is the 4th highest in MLB history.
Okay.
With a 2.93 ERA, which is the 6th lowest since 1920. He reached 3,000 strikeouts in the fewest innings ever, except for Randy Johnson.
Okay. I like that. I can respect that one. That's good.
And for number 2, I got Roger Clemens.
Roger Clemens.
Roger
Okay.
Clemens.
I respect that one as well.
So he had 354 total wins in a 24 seasons he played. He played for the Red Sox, Blue Jays, Yankees, and the Astros. He had 4,672 strikeouts, which is the 3rd most of all time. 11-time All-Star, 2 World Series, 7-time Cy Young winner, a Triple Crown.
Okay.
And then number 1, I have Randy Johnson.
Okay.
He played for the Mariners, the Astros, the Diamondbacks, and the Giants. Played for 22 seasons. He had 303 wins, the 5th most for lefties. 4,850 or 75 strikeouts, which is the 2nd most of all time behind Nolan Ryan. 5 Cy Young awards, the 2nd most of all time behind Roger Clemens. And one of 2 pitchers to win back-to-back Cy Young awards.
Greg Maddux.
Greg Maddux is the other one.
Okay.
So that's what made him my number 1, because he's just behind Nolan Ryan in strikeouts. He's just behind Roger Clemens in Cy Young awards. He's tied with Greg Maddux or not tied, but
so he's consistently up there where people are good at specifics.
Right.
I like that. I can respect that. I probably would have had Greg Maddux in my top 3. I don't know where I would have placed him. I definitely would have had Randy Johnson or Roger Clemens. But my number 1, and I know this, just because they have an award named after him. I know you're trying to keep it.
Cy Young.
Would be Cy Young. You're trying to keep it like current time. I get that.
And that's,
Cy Young would be my number 1.
And that's why I didn't put Nolan Ryan in there, because I never watched him pitch.
Right. Okay. All right.
But I'm also not done with Randy Johnson. So he also he also won the Cy Young in both the AL and the NL.
Okay.
He's also one of 5 pitchers to throw a no-hitter in both leagues. He's a 9-time strikeout leader, 4-time ERA leader, a World Series MVP, which he actually shared. And he's also the oldest pitcher to ever throw a perfect game.
40?
At 40.
Jeez.
So that also, to me,
Longevity.
just screamed longevity.
Yeah.
And that's why I put him above everyone else.
Everyone. Okay.
And also 10-time All-Star and a Triple Crown. And he's one of 18 pitchers in history to win against all 30 teams.
I like that. I'm into that.
So that's why Randy Johnson was mine. I just kept looking and I was just like,
Jake says Cy Young
is
is so cliche. I know it's cliche. I get it. I understand that. My thing is you have a name, you have an award named after you, and we're comparing pitchers
Totally agree.
because of the award that's given to them. You know what I mean?
I mean, we talked about this last week with what was that hitting award?
I don't remember what you're talking about.
I can't remember either, but it was one of them. I'll look it up.
It's okay. That's fine.
It'll come to me as soon as I see it. Keep going.
All right. So after this, we're going to post up a giveaway video for our Ricardo Lockett autograph photo that we have. We'll be doing a giveaway for that, so keep an eye out for that. And I went to the Mariners game where they were giving away bobbleheads, so I have an extra Ken Griffey Jr. bobblehead that will be given away as well, and we'll put in the details for that. I'll send it out to you once we get the details out. So we're giving away a Ken Griffey Jr. bobblehead, and we're giving away an autographed Ricardo Lockett photo. So just keep your eye out for that. We'll put it out tonight. We'll go ahead and make sure everybody gets the information that they need, and we'll give everybody a week to do what they need to do to win these two awesome things, and we'll send that out. I think we're about at an hour now. I don't have anything else unless you do.
No.
If you're going to a sporting event, go to SeatGeek.com, use promo code GCSN, get $20 off your first purchase. Shout out to everybody who's in the comments today. You guys were blowing it up, even though you guys were trolling most of the time. I still like it though. Comments are always good for us, and we like talking with you guys. So thanks for being a part of the show. We already talked to NBA, Jeff. Sorry about that. We always like when you guys are consistent in showing up and talking to us. So, Jeff, thanks for hanging out. Devin hanging out. Dennis didn't show up today, but Dennis is always – thanks for showing up for Dennis. Sean, part of the show. Thanks for, coming in and supporting us again. And, he's part of the show too. So, thanks for everything that you're doing out there. And happy Memorial Day, everybody. It's not really a happy Memorial Day for everybody, but it is a time when you need some remembrance, and actually sit back and reflect on that, guys. I know you guys are going to be out there partying with your family and barbecuing and doing what you guys do, but actually sit down and think about it for just a minute and think about why we have this day. It's time to remember the guys that put it all on the line for us to do what we like to do, for these sports to happen that we talk about, the sports that you guys all enjoy, the sports that we enjoy. These guys sacrificed it all, everything. So Memorial Day is a great day for everybody to get together, but really honestly reflect on it. And that's my sense on that. Reflect on why you're given the things that you have now.
I couldn't agree more.
Guys, take it easy. I'm Nick.
Merrick.
And we're talking Interference Sports.